What's up, baby? Today's show is sponsored by Southern New Hampshire University. Yeah, we talking about proper preparation. We're talking about trying to be better at life. How can we improve, right? Whether we're talking about just as an individual, how do we improve if we're talking about in the job space? I mean, whether we're talking about just all the different ways to be prepared for the next step, for that next task. Southern New Hampshire University and some of these online degree programs that they are offering. Come on, baby. You can't beat this. And they have super competitive low tuition rates that are, like I said, going to prepare you for whatever your next steps might be as it pertains to your professional career. It's not too late. I mean, shoot, what you waiting on? I mean, you're watching me, but what you waiting on? Come on, man. You see the link right there, right? snhu.edu/Arthur Moats. Tap in and go out here and get a chance to prepare yourself for greatness. But now it's time for regularly scheduled programming.
He plays well. You're looking for.
I think he's been the best since that.
Since Shazier,
but
for sure.
I think everybody still is looking for that still. The Shay.
I think that's that.
I do too.
That's that.
It was year one. You know, man, we talked about year one green dot, what that feels like, and just what it is being a green dot, and when you it's a lot that goes into it.
He had a tough day or two. He was sick. He wasn't him last game.
Yeah, but you know it's expectations. You know how it goes, TG. When you get the check, you know how it go, bro.
He gets to the ball at a high level. Like he's aggressive. He can do a lot for you. He covers for you. He's in a lot of passing lanes. He's running that show. Man. Yeah, it's a lot of intangibles he's in there doing. Like that's a good player. Like I like him a lot. He's good. And the young boy's going to grow up. 41 is going to be a guy.
Peyton Wilson. Yeah.
Wilson. I just want him to stay healthy. I think he was able to stay healthy this year, but he was so limited.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because that's been the knock when he was coming out.
Yeah.
But he definitely was just the third, like the sub-package back or sub-package linebacker this year. Yeah.
I thought that core played really well. You know? It might be time to go. Like, I thought that core played really well. You know,
you're supposed to get a Cole Holcomb coming back too.
Yeah, and he's a good player. He can run.
About to say, because that was the thing, like we missed him all year in terms of he never came back, but we didn't feel like we needed to rush him because you had a Landon Roberts, Patrick Queen, and Peyton Wilson, and the way that the three were playing, you felt like, man, we were getting what we needed to get. But I just think when people look specifically at the money that PQ was making, I think that's why they look at the expectation. They want.
But that's just the number.
I want Turner. I'm with you.
Yeah, just the number goes up as the time goes.
This is also true, except the fact that when we're looking at that number and we're like, well, if you're accounting for this much of the pot, I can't look at Corey Trice when he comes in or James Pierre when he comes in and say make these plays. I got to look at the big money. I got to look at you and say you're the guy. You see what I mean? So it's like that's the part where it's not necessarily fair. But this is what comes with the contract.
But you can't do that because you could say TJ and Super show up in the game.
And people are critical of TJ as well, though. They're critical of TJ. They've been critical of Minka because of that part, because of the amount that they take up in the lack of some of that splash down the stretch specifically.
But I don't think you move on without them. Like,
no. We're not saying you move on. No. We ain't saying that. They talking. You talking changing how the money is structured. Like whether you say you extend TJ because that frees you up more cap space to do stuff elsewhere. Those are convos. You're not cutting TJ. You're not trading Minka. You're not doing that because you just create a bigger hole. And you got more money, but you just got a bigger hole that you got to fill now.
Never fix
that
a
ain't the case. Heck no. But in terms of the criticism, that is why people have been critical of them this offseason.
You could take a couple $dollars back, or you could mess with the money a little bit. You always mess with the money. You always want to get better players. Like if you could do that, then they understand that. That's why they're done. You know, because they're all about winning at this point.
Because when she already hit, it's like, man, all right, we done that. Now I got to get this ring. I got to get that for the legacy.
Let's go get that. What do y'all need me to do to help us get
how do we do that? Facts.
I'm with whatever. Like, so no, they're not that. Like, and I think you do try to get you some better players. They could use another corner. I think corner wise they are all right. It's just how they play. They you know. I think corner wise they straight. I like them too.